A major police department has recently red flagged one of their own officers. Sit by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets if you want to learn more. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. It is Monday, the Monday morning grind. Please check out Blackout Coffee. You can have a link down below, and there's also a code to save you 10%. But Blackout Coffee, we have the best coffees, whether it's ground, whole bean, K-cup, flavored or not. We have loose leaf teas. We have different flavored hot chocolates. We have all kinds of swag. Check it out down below, blackoutcoffee.com/GNG, and utilize that code to get you 10% off your order. Let's jump into this news, and then after this update, I have there's two things I want to touch on real quick, so stay tuned for those as well. So the San Diego Police Department, they arrested one of their own and subsequently red flagged that officer. Now, while I'm going to say out front, I don't care who does something flagrant, where it puts other people at risk. If somebody does something that's criminal in nature, violent in nature, then they should be dealt with. I don't care what job they have, what rank they have, if they're in the military or police or whatever, okay? So I'm just putting that out there. I don't care what job they have. Now, I also want to say, when you listen to what I'm about to tell you and read to you, just think a bit like, would it be cool if that was you in that scenario? Now, take out of it that the guy's a cop. He is held to a higher standard. I will agree with that. But this is how easy it is for you to have your rights stripped away. All right. So on the screen, I have a little snippet. And this is from Detective Sergeant Larry Adair from the San Diego PD. And this was filed on August 9th. And an additional amended petition was filed on August 10th. And it says, on July 31st, 2021, at approximately 10:50 p.m., I was called out to the 1100 block of Garnet Ave, located in the city of San Diego. After interviewing the victim, multiple witnesses, and subsequently reviewing a security camera video, I determined that Trevor Sterling brandished a firearm in a threatening manner on Everett Street just south of Garnet Ave. Sterling was contacted on scene and arrested for assault with a deadly weapon and brandishing a firearm in a threatening manner. The incident involved alcohol, and one firearm was seized from Sterling incident to the arrest. Given the totality of the circumstances outlined above, I hold the opinion that a gun violence restraining order is necessary to protect the public and prevent harm to the respondent or others, and that there are no lesser restrictive means to ensure public safety. All right, I want to address a couple points in that. I want you that to stew and fester. I want you to think about that. And I'm going to tell you that when they served the red flag at this officer's home, they recovered 8 firearms, one shotgun, 3 pistols, and 4 rifles. In addition, it is included in the gun violence restraining order supporting documents that one additional firearm was seized at the scene. Also, Lieutenant Adam Sharkey of San Diego PD has said that there is no information yet on whether or not any of those guns were department issued. Now, I'm sure they figured that out by now, because this is hitting the news a little delayed for obvious reasons. But San Diego PD's chief suspended Sterling without pay and removed his powers of arrest. Now I want to address a couple things that when I was reading this analytically, I don't care what my job was or what their job was. When I'm reading this analytically, there are a couple issues about this restraining order application, or this gist that it's called, and explaining why this cop who was arrested needed to have a red flag on them. Now, up front, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what happened here. I haven't seen any video. I haven't even read anything else other than what I'm talking about right now. So this guy could be 200% in the wrong, and he could now be a violent felon or whatever, a criminal, and he needs to be dealt with that way. If he deserved to be fired and arrested and charged and placed in prison, so be it. But the comment in this gist that was concerning was the second paragraph. It says, given the totality of the circumstances outlined above, I hold the opinion that a gun violence restraining order is necessary to protect the public and prevent harm to the respondent or others, and that there are no lesser restrictive means to ensure public safety. I believe he should lose his Second Amendment right because I am scared. because that's where it said harm to the respondent. That's him, this detective that's writing this. So he thinks that because what this guy did and the fact that he had to lock up another cop, he is in fear now for some reason. Now, there should be more on that. The court should ask for more information on that, but they didn't, obviously, because the red flag was issued. Now, the second thing is where it says no lesser restrictive means to ensure public safety. So now this guy, I don't know what this guy did. They said alcohol was involved and he brandished a firearm. And in California, brandishing a firearm is different than it is in Massachusetts. In some states, and I don't know about California, but I'm gonna suspect that this is the case. If you show or indicate that you have a firearm and you're in some type of a uncomfortable scenario, if somebody wants to fight you or you're putting yourself into that scenario saying I have a gun, that can be considered brandishing in some states, and you can get jammed up and have your rights removed because they're going to strip your license to carry and stuff like that. Sounds what happened here. Again, that's on the other side of the country. I don't know their laws, but now put yourself in that scenario. You're in that scenario. You get arrested for allegedly brandishing. You're going to lose all your rights without ever being able to explain yourself, without ever having your day in court, without ever getting to confront your accuser, without a speedy trial, without that. I would think that's cruel and unusual punishment. You're being charged with something, not found guilty, not convicted of a crime. You're being charged, and we're going to take all your rights away surrounding that. That's not how it's supposed to happen. So that's San Diego. Just wanted everybody to know about that a red flag was put on an officer who was arrested for brandishing his firearm. I also wanted to say the United States government, no matter what administration it is, for dozens of years, have been trying to strip the American people or restrict them of their firearms. Yet in the last couple days, they have armed the Taliban with full auto, with tons of full auto weapons, with military vehicles, with choppers, with drones, and they want to take guns from you. So keep that in mind as well. Current events, if you're not aware of it, start looking up what's going on overseas. $144 billion in 20 years, and it's like we were never there in the first place, but now they're just as well armed as we are. And I also put up a meme the other day with Mr. McMahon about the RB triggers, and I was advised late in the evening, I was out all day at a charity event when I came home, that the information in that was not true. So I removed those because spikes is not associated with rare breed from what I'm told, and so I removed it so that the bad info doesn't get out. So for those who would ask, that's why. And thank you for your time. Don't forget to check out Blackout Coffee. Save 10% with the code down below. Link is down there as well. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.